Virgo, first of all, they're mad you ain't dealing with their Cancerian or their 4th house. You ain't dealing with a Leo 5th house. You're not dealing with those energies here, and that's why they're mad. That's exactly why they're mad. You ain't tolerating family bullshit, things that have been passed down, things like that, and you certainly ain't entertaining it or going to be entertained by it. 5th house energy. You're all about purity. You are all about what was going on with Aries energy, Taurus, and Gemini. And I'm positive the 4th house and the 5th house, you don't want no parts of that, and that's why they're mad. I'm already knowing that's why they're mad. I'm already knowing. Because it's so funny how it's always 4th house and 5th house energies where you do something for them, you give, and they take advantage of it. They don't want it. They don't take heed to it. They don't want nothing. But the moment you take your energy back from the 4th house and the 5th house, now all of a sudden they want you to give again. So the fact that I'm done doing Cancer and Leo readings, literally, now watch them come out of the fucking woodwork. Why aren't you doing the readings? Why aren't you? This is why they're mad, Virgo, because it's like an energy where you gave them chance and chance and chance and chance. You try to tell them, you try to help them, you try to guide them, you try to lead them, you try to help organize things, make shit make sense. Gemini and you are ruled by Mercury. Gemini was dealing with you ain't going 50-50 with them. You refuse to meet people halfway because they need to be 100% and you need to be 100%, so both of y'all can come together and be 200%. Nah, people want to be 100, they want to be 50, and they want you to go 50, and that's just not something that you are in alignment with. That is not something that you get into, and that is why they're fucking mad, because you just rather cut off the 50-50. You rather cut off the crabs in the barrel, and that's why they're mad. Because you're realizing that 4th house and that 5th house is what caused you to be sick in the first place. And now you're cutting it off. And now they're mad. They're mad you're not giving attention, Leo energy. They're mad that you're not babying them or enabling them or holding their hand in the 4th house, Cancer energy. They're mad you're no longer playing mommy or daddy. They're mad that you're no longer answering to their temper tantrum. They're mad that you're no longer sitting there trying to put their lives together, and they keep doing everything they can to disrupt their life. This is why they're mad. This is why they're mad. It's like it's like they come to you for advice, or they don't come to you for advice, but you were there with the advice, and then they did everything to go against your advice, and so now you're just mad. They're just mad because you're just in hermit mode. You're going to give yourself that advice, and you're going to follow that advice for yourself, and then they're going to be mad because I do feel like your career is going to be taking off, because that Virgo energy, Aries needs your Virgo energy, so this is your new identity, and that's why they're mad. That's why they're mad, because you're taking on Virgo energy, cutting off the bullshit in the 4th and the 5th house so that you then, Aries energy, your career can take off. That's why they're mad. Because you're making necessary adjustments and you're making necessary amendments so that you can be successful. You're putting yourself first, and you're making sure your health and your routines and things like that is in alignment. And that's why they're mad, because there's no room for the 4th house and the 5th house. There's no room for anybody's childish behavior. There's no room for, you're not even trying to have a family or have babies or have a man or have a wife. You are strictly focused on your career, and that's why they're mad, because now they can't affect you. They can't affect you. Yeah, whoa, this card keeps coming out. Somebody's mad they can't keep their man off your Instagram. That's literally coming from the Cancer house, and that's coming from the Leo house. So it's literally, like I said in Aries reading, this is an energy where it's like you do not want the very things that you are stereotyped to want. And because you don't want them, that's why people want you. And the ones that they're innocent, it's like somebody else's man is looking at you, or somebody else's girl is looking at you because you don't want a girl or a man. And that's what makes them want you. It's like I'm getting an attracting vibe, and that's why they're mad. It's like these people they live their lives to be in relationships, Cancer energy, Leo energy. They live their lives to be a mom or be a dad, and they want to play house so fucking bad, and they do all of these things out of desperation to try to get a marriage or a ring or to feel important in life. And you're just like, you know what? I don't need those illusions to feel important. I don't need to put my body on the line to feel important. I don't need to sacrifice my life for a child, to raise up a child. I don't need to sacrifice my vagina or my body to please a man or please a woman. I don't want those things. I don't want those things. And because you don't want those things, that's the very things that want you. And that's why they're mad, because the situations that they're in, trying to keep a man or trying to keep something, it's literally naturally repelling, and it's repelling, and it's being attracted to you. Yo, this shit is so crazy, and that's why they're mad. You're a woman who doesn't want kids and all that. You're a man who just wants to focus on your career, or you are a man that wants a family, and then it's like you're attracting the opposite, and that's why they're mad here. So now that you're focused on your career, when before you was focused on that 4th house, you were focused on that 5th house, now you cut it off. Now that 4th house and the 5th house want to bow down to you, and now they want to be with you. Whereas before, when you wanted it, you ain't get it. You know what I mean? Now they're mad. Now they're mad. Yo, that's their, like, don't get me started. That's why I cannot deal with these people. Now they're mad here because their misery won't have your company because you cut it off. Cancer energy in the 5th house. The 4th house and the 5th house you cut off, and that's where all the misery resides. That's where all the misery starts. That's why everybody has, that's why you always hear in the spiritual community, oh, childhood wounds, childhood wounds, childhood wounds. That's all you fucking hear. That's why. You're no longer going to be in the company of the misery, which is usually coming from the 4th house, your foundations, what you were told, what was passed down to you, who you were, how you were supposed to be, how you were supposed to live. That's cut off, and you're no longer creating 5th house energy, what somebody told you were supposed to be and how to live. That's all cut off, and now they're mad because you're not in the same misery that they're in, because you're breaking free and you're putting yourself first. Refer back to Aries energy. The block is hot. You're putting your career first and not this family American dream shit first. You're putting yourself first and not other people's emotions first. You're putting, yo, the shit, I can keep going. The way I feel is crazy. It's crazy. It's strong. It's so fucking strong. It's like somebody's, oh, it's coming out. Yeah, somebody's mad you're unattainable. That's what I just said. That's what I just said. They can't get you with money because you're not impressed. They can't get you with babies. You're not impressed. They can't get you with a commitment. You're not impressed. They can't get you with sex. You may not even be having sex, Virgo. They can't get you in an argument because you don't care. All the shit that people fall in traps of, 4th house and 5th house, the traps right there, that's the trap. You just skip over it. And that's why they're mad, because you're able to skip over a lot of bullshit. Meanwhile, they got stuck in that bullshit. They believed the dream, the 4th house and the 5th house. They believed it and then created it, and now they're stuck in it, 4th house. And then they're mad you're not around to fix it for them. Fix it, Jesus. They're mad that you're not sitting around trying to convince them of the right way. You're just like, oh, this is the right way, like Gemini. You told them one time, they didn't want to listen, and you left them to their own. Okay, great. They're mad that you didn't sit there and care about their problems more than they did. And now you can't be reached when they really need you. Now they're really in the heat of the misery, and now you can't be reached. Yep. It sounds like you were reachable before. It sounds like you were attainable before. It sounds like you had the company of misery before. You were in the company. You took on their bullshit. You took on their misery. And now that's cut off. You cut it off. And that's why they're mad, because they have more followers than dollars, and you're focused on your dollars and you're not concerned about followers. Meanwhile, they are, because they're still clocking who's on Instagram, who's on this gram, who's on this, and who's doing what, who's talking to who's leaving emoji here. Oh, little Jimmy did that. Oh, let me see what these celebrities doing. Let me try to look like this. They're focused on that, and that's why they're miserable. They're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Meanwhile, you are unattainable, and you're focused on your dollars and not followers. You're not focused on attention, Leo energy. Your foundation isn't built on somebody's validation. That's what the 4th house is. That's the 4th house is the foundation. The 5th house is about validation. So your energy is not built on getting validation from other people. You cut it off. And that's another reason why they're mad, because they're concerned about followers. They're concerned about validation and their foundation being built on that validation. And yours is the complete opposite. And that's why they're mad, because you try to tell them how to make more money. You try to tell them how to advance. You try to tell them how to level up. You try to tell them how to level up their worth and their value. You try to tell them how to be, and they didn't want to listen to you, and now they're fucking mad because you're not there to hear them out. Yep. Four of Pentacles, okay? They're mad that their misery won't have your company. Four of Pentacles, this is giving me that crab in a barrel energy. Justice, you're unattainable, and that's why they're mad. Your balance is fuck, okay? And ain't no coming back from that. Somebody's also mad that they're not going anywhere, because considering their focus is more on followers and how they're perceived by the community that doesn't even fucking matter. The community that's not even worried about them and is just trying to use them. Yeah, this is why they're mad, because they're not going anywhere. They're not learning anything, all right? They're stuck and stagnant. Four of Pentacles energy. Meanwhile, yeah, they're not moving. They're not developing. They're not progressing. They're not leveling up. They're not doing anything. They are stuck like Chuck. And that's why they're mad, because you're coming out as the Empress and you're everything that they are not. But that's because their focus is on small shit. In fact, their focus is on small ass shit. Literally. They want a family so bad. They want to be in a relationship. They want to be in the 4th house and the 5th house so bad. They want babies and all this shit. They want a seed. They're focused on sweet nothing. Somebody coming in and knight in shining in armor, planting a seed in them. Then they have a baby and then they left alone. Now they left alone. Yep, King of Cups is reversed. Now they left alone. Queen of Cups is reversed. Now you low vibrational too, and now you getting dominated here. And now your money's going down. Now your worth just went down. Now your vagina and all that went down. Yeah, the block is hot. It just keeps going down. Down goes Frazier, 5 of Pentacles. But this is what y'all invested in, because that's all y'all cared about in the first place. And that's why y'all stay stuck and stagnant and they don't move on. They can't. And that's why they're mad, because their mind is solely focused on this. And it's only focused on a masculine energy, and what the masculine is giving and ain't giving. And that's why they're mad, because you're unattainable, because you're in the Hermit energy. And don't listen. And that's just one deck. Yo, these people disgust me. I want everybody to know, in that 4th house and that 5th house, you disgust me. You truly do. You truly do. Because y'all in that 4th and that 5th house, y'all are really channeling all that energy collectively is going right into the 10th house of Capricorn. So yeah, y'all disgust me. Y'all doing all of this just to uphold that 10 of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. Y'all loyalties, moon, is to Saturn. And then y'all want to create a little baby out of that, a family out of that, a whole life out of that. And then you be stuck in that. Stuck in appearances, stuck in images, stuck in appearing like the Joneses. Whole time man cheating, you ain't happy, kids ain't happy. Somebody's mad you don't need the validation. What did I just say? What did I just say? They're mad you don't need validation. The block is hot. You don't need validation. And what did I just say? Y'all still sleeping on me thinking it was slumber time. Somebody's mad. Oh, someone found out about a side chick. And what did I just say as well? What did I just say as well? This shit is, I'm disgusted. I want everybody to know. Yeah, somebody's mad you don't want kids. What did I just say? Somebody's mad you don't ask for permission either. Somebody's mad you ain't with the fuck shit. Virgo, I feel like what's empowering Aries right now is no longer Leo energy. What's empowering some of you right now is Virgo energy. Leo is no longer empowering you. Virgo energy is. And that's why your career is taking off, because some of you always trying to use that Leo energy to advance Ace of Aries energy, your Ace of the 1st house. Some of y'all took out that Leo energy and replaced it with Virgo, and now your career is going to be taking off. It sounds like alchemy is going on in this bitch. You get more work done when you ain't focused on validation. And I can attest to that. My midheaven is naturally in Leo, and I wasn't getting shit done. And I was arguing with everybody, and I was mad I wasn't getting this and I wasn't getting that. And I was... Now, my midheaven is progressing to, what? Virgo? I'm able to knock out a lottery. I'm getting a lot done. A lot done. And I don't give a fuck about validation, because I'm getting what I need to get done, and it's going to get done. And I'm going to put it out, and I don't care how you feel about it. There's the difference. And that's why they're mad. That's why they're mad, because you took out that Leo energy. You took out that 4th house energy. You took out needing validation, building your foundation, your whole life and everything on validation. You took it out. You bombed it. It's done and over with. Now it's straight hard work. It's straight putting in work. It's straight making sure things are where it needs to be. It's straight. That's why they're mad. let me tell you something. Y'all love Beyonce so much, and y'all think Beyonce's a Virgo. She's a Leo. She's a Leo, and her midheaven is in Leo. But Beyonce has progressed into a Virgo. So her midheaven progressed into Virgo. Her sun sign in Leo progressed into Virgo. And she's a superstar. When she got out of Destiny's Child, that was her way of taking out the root, the foundation of it being a group. And she took on her individuality. And when she did that, she used Virgo energy to gas her new identity, Ace of Wands, Aries energy. And that's why she's a superstar. It wasn't until she disconnected that 4th house and that 5th house, the group, the family, Destiny's Child. It wasn't until she did that and progressed into her own energy, Virgo. That is when she became who she was and is. And so with that being said, they're mad that you're unattainable and you have justice on your side here. So this is still Libra. I'm sorry, this is still Venus energy. So it looks like you're going to be attracting peace. This is also Virgo. I just peeked that. Yeah, the Hermit. Wow. It looks like you're going to be attracting peace, abundance. The most successful people, what? How do they become successful? Well, usually when they're alone. Geniuses are born in solitude. But yet everybody in the world wants to be around. They want to be seen. They want to be known. They want to be everywhere. They want to be doing everybody. They want to and then they just keep getting stuck in. They don't make no progress because now they're chasing attention and now they got to do what everybody wants them to do, and so they can get these Virgo energy. I need to get work done. I have to get this done. This needs to be in order. I don't have time for I don't have time for those games. That's why they're mad, because you don't have time for the games. Your time is money. I just peeped that. Somebody's mad that time is money. And that's why they're mad. They're mad that you ain't with the fuck shit. That's the games. They're mad you ain't asking for permission anymore. AKA, you're not asking for validation anymore. You're not seeking it. You don't want it. And they're also mad you don't want any fucking kids. So the money that you do make don't have to be spread or split sideways. Everybody wants to brag about how much money they have, but yet you got to spend that money on all these fucking kids. You got to spend it on all of these things to maintain. Now, if you have less and you making more money, babe, what? It's like people be bragging, all your money is going to your kids or going somewhere that if it went somewhere, I don't know, to yourself, that sounds like wealth. But that's just me. That's just me, and that's why they're mad. Because they're so busy trying to have kids, and so busy trying to have homes, and so busy trying to have the nicest car, and so busy trying to have the nicest job, and all. You're doing all of this, and all of that money is going just to maintaining it, so you really have nothing. You really have nothing. And that's why they're mad, because they're going to realize they have nothing. They are. You could be making way less than them, but because you don't have the same responsibilities as them, it's going to it's naturally balance it out that you have more. And that's why they're mad.